Los Angeles, California. I'm originally from the Midwest. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, but I was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As far as my childhood goes, we grew up in a we grew up poor actually. So being in the street of Detroit, Michigan was pretty rough. It's not as bad as how it is nowadays, but it was pretty rough. My parents, they moved to Michigan or to United States in 1996 when they had me, but my sister was actually born in France. So they first went to Europe before they came to the US. I like that with acting, I can portray different characters that I'm able to deliver. I think with everybody, we all have our sense of, you know, our good side, our bad side, our fun side, and acting just gives me like a playground to really play around with those characters without anyone saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. So I love it. From the very beginning, I think it had to do with a lot of self-reassurance as far as my ability to perform. It was hard because I didn't know what was special about me to make it out there. I knew it was different because I was Hmong, because not a lot of Hmong people are out here, but I couldn't find that one niche, that signature thing about myself that made me different from everyone else, and that was so hard. I think that's the hardest thing with anybody who's trying to make it out here in the business, is that you have to find that signature you that defines you, that makes you stand out from everybody. And along that line, living in California for 7 years on and off, it was so hard for me to figure that out. And now that I do know, oh, it's a piece of cake. So, my family, my mom is so supportive. My whole entire family is so supportive as far as what I do. I think the one thing that my mom and my dad told me is that if you're going to make a decision in your career or anything, just make sure you stick with it and go all the way. Don't be wish-washy, don't be all this like you don't know what you do. Just stick with something and go all the way, and we'll be proud of you. So I had that great support from my family, because I know that some of my relatives, however, they don't find that as something successful in our culture. But because I'm blessed with parents that support me with that, I am so thankful to this day. Hollywood, oh, that is just a name. To me, Hollywood is just, it's not, at first, it's like the, ooh, glitz glam, Hollywood. But once you start to kind of understand the truth behind what Hollywood is, it's not so glitz and glam after that. I think Hollywood is just a title. It's just something that flashes at people. But when you start to understand what Hollywood's all about, it's just like anything else. It's like Detroit, it's like Chicago, it's like, I don't know, Boston or something like that. And I think with people who never came to California before, it's attractive. But once you start to understand, it's like, oh, it dies down after a while. So to me, it's just a title. Hmong, oh gosh. Hmong mean to me is identity. That's what it means to me. It's who I am as being rooted. And why I'm here today as an individual and living my life. That's what I think. I remember my grandma was telling me the story about our Hmong people coming to America, and it was such a heartfelt story that I wanted to keep it with me forever, that this is who we are and this is what we fought for, and it comes along our bloodline to who we are. So to me, it's identity, and that's what makes it so unique when we come here to California and people don't know who we are or what is Hmong, but I love it because I get to deliver that, because it's what makes us stand out. I think that is probably like the biggest part of what made me here today as Mary Lee. My mom, my dad, my grandma from the roots and up. My my grandpa fought in the Secret War, so he was a big part of it, and he passed away from the war and everything. And I remember my grandma just telling me that, you know, she was saying, I remember when your mom was, we were all running to the airplane, and I saw your mom, and she started to get swallowed by the people because there was so many people that was getting packed into that airplane that I had to hold on to your mom and pull her out of it before she was gonna, you know, get smothered to death. And every single time that my parents or my mom reminded me that this is what we fought, this is what we went through so that you can have this kind of life, I've just come to a point in my life that I totally appreciate it. It's why I'm so strong. It's why I am so capable, because our Hmong people are so driven and capable that we made it to freedom. And that's why I believe we're going to be able to, for me in my life, that I can make it to my freedom, that peace of mind. SAG and AFTRA. I think it's like a, I guess, a validation to, as an actress, to, I guess, your performance, whatever. I think to me, it's like getting your driver license. It's like that. It's like, oh, you're waiting for it, and you want your driver license, you know, and once you get it, it's like, yes! I am currently a non-union, but I am SAG eligible. So I think the moment that I get it, I'm just gonna celebrate, like, I got my driver license. That's right. Oh man. For all of those, you know, aspiring actresses and actors out there, my biggest advice and my best advice that I can give you guys is trust yourself. Believe in what you do, no matter what anyone says or anybody, or what you and your doubtful mind say to you. Trust yourself and go all the way. Don't half-ass anything. Make your choices and deliver. That's my advice.